Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to the test.
Guess who's back with another one of them block rockin' beats? Why, it's Dr. Gonzo 818. Welcome to episode 2 of the subscriber series. This features Dr. Gonzo 818 as already purported. Dr. Gonzo 818's, I'm just going to call you Dr. Gonzo. His modus operandi is gunboats, specifically Russian gunboats. That's his taste. In this match, he's going to be shooting ships, he's going to be torping ships, he's going to be sinking ships. Okay, well, I just had to throw that in there. That's kind of an inside joke between me and Steel Reserve, who you can follow on the Steelcast 27 channel on YouTube. This is a Battle Tier 9 matchup, and Dr. Gonzo, as mentioned before, is in his Tier 9 Russian destroyer, the Udaloy. Now, my first impression when I saw this thing was, holy cow, that's a lot of destroyers. Which, when you're in a Russian destroyer, that's just bait. For Dr. Gonzo, he's going to have to police the situation. And what do I mean by that? Well, good question. I mean, he's going to have to kill the enemy destroyers to keep them from having any impact in the game. Once that's done, it's time to get some fire taste on some BBs. Homeboy finds his first piece of bait right here. It's time for him to regulate.
Regulators! Mount up!
Now, at first watching this, I'm like, why are you shooting AP? But look at the damage that's going out. Look at all the damage! One of his salvos hit for 4,300. Now, I've kind of got a serious question here for you guys. For those who are watching, what is better? Being able to shoot 2 lasers out of both your eyes at the same time, or just 1 laser out of 1 eye? Not sure what the answer is? The answer is 2 beams of lasers. Here's why. 1 beam, okay, it does a little bit of damage. 2 beams, it's gonna make something explode. That's a lesson that the Kagero just found out. 2 laser beams of damage. So anyways, what is this AP spamming monster doing right now? Well, he's lining up his next target. Dr. Gonzo, PhD, is going to be shooting some AP at this New Orleans. Now, if it was me, I'm an HE spamming fool. I probably would have been shooting AG at this guy, but it looks like he's throwing up some good numbers with the AP. Now, something I noticed right here is, check this out. He's in a full hard turn to starboard, and he's doing like 37 or 38 knots. I'm in my Tier 8 Japanese destroyer, and that thing is like struggling to get up to that speed, and I'm driving in a straight line. That's probably the most fun aspect of Russian destroyers, if you ask me. Now, yes, I do realize that he was using his speed burst during that time, but that is still cooking it. I just got home from work, I checked out some great comments from you all, and now I get to do the narration on this video. This is just awesome. This video is a taste. Thank you so much, Dr. Gonzo 818, for submitting in this video, and for all the other subscribers to the channel. If you have a video that you think is awesome, upload it to wowreplays.com and then send me a message through the YouTube channel. I'll make sure I take a look and then see if it can be the next video for the subscriber series. Do you all see that mysterious circle in the middle of the water? Well, that's an add-on that I picked up through Aslan's that gives the outline of the smoke, so that way you know when you're in it and when you're not. That add-on is so cool because when your ship actually enters into the circle, it turns the white dotted lines into a green dotted line. Now, if Wargaming later comes back and says, you can't use it, I'm going to be a little bit upset. I'm going to try to fight, and I'm going to show my teeth. Because that is an add-on that I like a lot. Leave me some comments. Let me know what add-ons you all like using, and maybe I'll try something else out. Right here you're seeing the Tracer mod, which I like. Yeah, it's not realistic. Rounds weren't orange, and AP was not neon blue. But what it does is when I see it, I know exactly what I'm being shot at with, and that's all I really care about. So, you know, if there's an add-on that like, I like to play chess when I play World of Warships, let me know. You know, maybe I like to play chess too. So long as it is not illegal. Illegal mods are banned, okay? Meanwhile, while I'm talking about all this bullshit things, have you all seen what Dr. Gonzo's done? He's hit this guy 23 straight times in a row. He's got him on fire. This thing is just cooking out. He's cooking BBs like a pound of bacon. Then he just nonchalantly moves on to his next test. If there's one thing I've noticed about Dr. Gonzo and his destroyer play is he has perfect timing when it comes down to when he can pop smoke and just lay into ships, shooting AP at cruisers that are given broadside, shooting HE at battleships that can't get away. That's where I think his gameplay excels, because you can't hit what you can't see. Now, if there was any mention of me saying, wow, you're shooting a lot of AP, he's definitely making up for it right here, shooting a ton of HE. Look at all those fires he's already racked up. Look at how many hits he's already racked up. Looks like now homeboy's back to the AP. This guy's got a diverse portfolio. I guess you have to have a diverse portfolio if you're a doctor. What I also like is he's working in perfect tandem with his other friendly destroyer right there. That's a nasty little combo of torpedoes and guns. That's a mix right there. Now, there's one thing that I want to point out with regards to these replays. Sometimes it looks like he's shooting at a ship that's not moving, and then all of a sudden the ship disappears and you see that the ship is moving. That's not a hack or a glitch or anything. Well, it is a glitch. It's a problem with the WoW replay system and nothing else. So I apologize if sometimes this video seems a little bit choppy. I'll have my people get right on it. See, what's just so incredible, and one of the things that I was noticing while watching this is, do you notice how cruisers are running from him? That's one thing that's amazing about this, and I alluded to it in the first episode of the subscriber series. Russian destroyers in particular can just shoot so many rounds out, and accurately too. They have some line drive shots that make it so intimidating for cruisers that you'll actually get cruisers that should be tearing destroyers up to run from you. They'll turn out, they don't want to be on fire anymore, and they will flee. In the last video, I was saying that he was corralling BBs like cattle, but you know, it's not just BBs. He did it to destroyers, and he did it to cruisers. I mean, this cruiser right here is just getting decimated from multiple angles, multiple sources. Oh, and then he just pulled a Titanic.
Iceberg, right ahead!
As if getting hit 35 times on your starboard side wasn't bad enough, you gotta run into a block of ice. That guy was having a bad day. So here is a flat battleship. Not a battleship. And now here is a flat Mogami, and he's shooting AP. I was looking here saying, oh my gosh, can this AP Citadel this Mogami at this range? But the Mogami was moving so fast, and it was so far away, it was tough to get those AP rounds on target. Looky here, I mean, it's another destroyer. I mean, don't you guys learn what Dr. Gonzo can do? What he did to your friends? Your friends? There's the Mogami, and, oh, there's the, wow, okay. That is the replay glitch that I was referring to. I think it happens 2 or 3 times in this video. This match started off with the enemy team having so many torpedo opportunities because Dr. Gonzo had 4 battleships on his team, and the enemy had 35 torpedoes that they could shoot that were 15-kilometer range or more. So if Dr. Gonzo did not do what he did in destroying the enemy destroyers and pushing them back and keeping them away from his battleships, this could have been it would have been a completely different battle. In my opinion, this is a carry and a half, and there's so many little intangibles that he's doing that don't pop up on a stat screen and that just contribute to a win so much. Just take a look at the amount of rounds. Okay, he just got a fire, that's a taste, that he puts on this battleship here, and the battleship can't not do a thing about it. I mean, destroyers are gonna rip a battleship up if the battleship doesn't have any support, and that's what's going on right here. If he's not gonna do it through his guns, this battleship is bull charging him. Once he gets within range, it's gonna be a torp test. Now, if this were me and I was in that battleship, I would have been turning out long ago. Okay, here we go. He found a cruiser. Oh, well, he just got a fire on that. What a quinky dink. I made it sound like that fire was luck, and it's not. If you put yourself in the right spot, if you put your guns in the right spot, you're going to get rewarded in this game, and that's what's happening with Dr. Gonzo. This whole time I'm seeing these broadside cruisers just getting splashed with all this AP, and I keep on looking for a Citadel, but I don't think these guns really have so much oomph at this range. Yeah, that's right, I said oomph. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know. I don't have this ship, so I don't know the pen values of these 130 mil guns at tier 9, but yeah, I'm just, I'm seeing some bounces, I'm seeing some 33%ers. I'm really wanted to see some Citadels here, but I'm not seeing them. Maybe in other matches, you know, he racks up that taste. But what is just absolutely killing it is this HE. The fires, the hits on the superstructure with the HE, it's a taste. And oh, did y'all see that he shot torpedoes? Let's see if these land. Is it going to be a test? Just a little test? One torp test! One torp test. No floods, though. That sucks. That would have been awesome if he got a flood there. That would have been a little bit of extra test. So see? My homie got robbed there. I think this battleship... Yeah. He dead. He's so dead! Another thing that's really helped out Dr. Gonzo, there's the replay bug again. Another thing that's really helped out Dr. Gonzo in this match is that his team was not a bunch of idiots, and they stayed alive basically. So that allowed him to work his magic and shoot these weak hitting guns, but with a good rate of fire guns, and allow just that damage to tick over time and let him get his taste. So I think I would summarize that, like if you're playing a Russian destroyer, just in general, you don't want a team of idiots.
Hey, look at this, everybody! It's synchronized ramming!
Look at that style, and look at that grace as he comes out of the turn. No paint was scratched in that little maneuver. One thing about watching these matches is it's always awesome seeing other people play to see what they do in different situations. You know, like, you could be like that Brett Favre commercial and be like, I would have double bagged it. It's easy to second guess people, and in this video, I don't think he did anything wrong. Perfection. You know, perfection is perfected, so I'm gonna let you understand. God, but this is just such an awesome situation to be in a Russian destroyer. Just no cruisers bothering you. You've already killed every single destroyer that was out there, and all the rest are just scared. They're so scared of you. And then you get to just shoot your guns at the battleship. There's so many fires going out on this thing. There's a double fire. I mean, that is just amazing. It's a taste. Now, there's one thing that I haven't done yet, and that's add up the total damage at the end of the match. Oh my gosh, another fire. Oh, but he put it out, man. Yeah, I want to add up all the damage. Man, that's not fair, man. Okay, stay focused. I want to add up all the damage and see what the heck he did, because this looks like a tremendous match. I mean, for the most part, this has all been done through guns, minus that one torpedo, which he didn't even get a flood on. This has been all HE fires, and then he's had some nice AP hits on top of it. I mean, he just totally decimated that destroyer with AP right off the bat. Look at how helpless this battleship is against his guns. I mean, yeah, he's sitting in smoke, shooting his guns. This guy's just dodging torps, trying to save his life. Getting peppered with HE. There he is. That's just frustration right there. He's thinking, oh, I gotta hit this guy. He totally whiffed right there. He's got another fire on this battleship. Oh my gosh, this is just amazing. The fire damage on this match has just got to be oh, there's another fire. It's just got to be ridiculous. And I think that's the first time that he got hit right there, which is another thing that's ridiculous. He's fast as heck, so he's tough to hit. And then when he isn't moving, he's sitting in smoke and just getting free reign on these enemy ships. The This is basically Russian Destroyer 101 right here. The cruiser flattens out, shows a broadside. Dr. Gonzo goes to AP. This is just exactly what you need to be doing. He's trying to get that AP going so he can get the citadels and have 2 lasers. Kind of like what he did to that destroyer. But, yeah. It's tough to get 2 lasers. And yes, I know destroyers can't be citadeled. I'm just saying he crushed that destroyer with AP. And again, as I mentioned earlier, look who's turning away. Yes, Dr. Gonzo's turning away and the other guy's turning away, but that's a cruiser running from a destroyer. That's not what is supposed to be happening. I mean, I can't help but think that if I'm in the cruiser and I see a destroyer, I don't care what type of destroyer it is, so long as I'm not in a threat to another ship, I'm going to chase down that destroyer and I'm going to crush it. But Dr. Gonzo's put out such a mindset that, dude, I'm going to own you if you make that move. That this guy just turned out. He's like, I'm out of here. I can't handle this. I can't handle Gonzo's taste. And I don't know if you all noticed that, but there's a friendly destroyer that popped smoke so his cruiser could live. That's how bad the situation was going. Now, I've popped smoke to keep a battleship from getting hit, right? But I've never popped smoke to say, oh my gosh, I've got to save this cruiser from this mighty destroyer. Dr. Gonzo, you the man. Now we see this cruiser again here, but what is going on is another one of those replay glitches. He is moving, but we're not seeing it. And right here, the enemy Japanese destroyer is spotted, so Dr. Gonzo starts putting more rounds out. Look at the accuracy here. He's got 5 hits, he's got 8 hits. This Japanese destroyer's hit points is just plummeting. He turns out he's running. Cruisers are running, battleships are running, Japanese destroyers are running. Everything's running from Dr. Gonzo. Dr. Gonzo is the Regulator.
Regulators! Mount up!
This is just pitter-patter rainy day bear on this guy at this point. Just another fire. Just fires, fires, more fires. Just crazy. Is he gonna rack up the kill here? Is he gonna get the taste? Oh my gosh. Is he gonna get the taste? Oh no, he didn't get the taste. Someone else got the kill. This match was just an absolute blast to narrate. Thank you so much for sending it in, Dr. Gonzo. And as I said earlier, if anyone else wants to send in a subscriber video, please feel free. Go to wowreplays.com and then send me a message through the YouTube site, and I'll definitely check it out and see if we can get it fit in. So there's one hit and the engine's gone. This Russian DD is so fragile, which is French for fragile. Just take a look at these numbers. 413 hits, 18 fires. Awesome base experience. First place on his team, of course. Oh my gosh, and look at that damage. Almost 150,000. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. If you did like the video, please click the like button. And if you're interested in receiving updates as new videos are posted to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. I'm generally divisioned up with Steel Reserve. Steel Reserve has his own YouTube channel with a very unique series that I enjoy titled History and Combat. I definitely recommend stopping by his channel and checking those videos out. And as always, thanks for watching the test.